The next question is from my mother. It says, when we die, do we get all the answers? Do we get all the answers when we die? And I don't know. I just don't know. But I doubt it. To me, the only answer that really matters is, who are we in relation to God? And I think that one is the only one worth knowing. I don't know if heavens and hells and purgatories exist. I really don't. But the heaven I went to is right here. The first time I experienced heaven was before any of this started for me, and I was so ruined by life. I was hitting bottom. I was middle-aged and sleeping unemployed and in debt and overweight, sleeping on my sister's floor and just losing at life. And went through some real hardship, and I thought that I knew what was best for the world. And the world wasn't interested in what I had to say. And I was the good guy, and I was hitting bottom. And so I remembered something a friend of mine said, just let go, just let go. And that just sat for years with me, not really know what to do with it, right? And the heat got so hot for me that I either had to change or I had to check out in one way or another. And I was not prepared to let go of that. And I thought that, what is wrong with me? That I have to either have my way or want to die. There's so many people who are okay with not having their way. And I looked into it and they said, you gotta surrender, you gotta let go. And so in a moment of pure agony and terror and feeling loss, I let go of being right. I let go of the burden of carrying righteousness my entire life. And I said, the world doesn't want it my way. Fine. You just go to hell. Have it your way. I'm done fighting. And in just a very genuine moment of surrendering my way, everything lifted and shifted. And I went straight to what I can only call heaven. That's just what it felt like, just heaven on earth, floating, bodiless, not quite bodiless, but you know what I mean, this feeling of euphoria and weightlessness and light. Visual, experienced light and light-weightedness. And I said, what on earth is this? How could I surrender and be happy? Surrender means you're a loser and you're going to be miserable. And that was not at all the case. So when I think of heaven as belonging to the absolute. Heaven belongs to God. It belongs to the God realm. And as we know, time breaks down at around a black hole. So what is anything that is not infinite is relative. If time is relative, it does not belong to God. Heaven, I feel, belongs to God. So it is beyond time. Matter isn't permanent, and we know this. So matter does not belong to God. And stuff, whatever, heaven can't be a place and belong to God. It can't be time-based. So it means we all have constant access to it. You can go to heaven from here at this moment. And I don't know what your way is. I know what my way was. And I tripped over it. But it came with doing a very challenging thing. It was a very challenging thing. It felt like death to surrender my beliefs and my opinions. You may have to choose that symbolic death and the death of your way and the death of your will to get to heaven. So that being said, I don't know if there is another heaven that we go to. I think the only heaven is the one you reach from wherever you are. So I don't think we go to a place of heaven and get all the answers. I think there's one answer that precedes all questions. The answer about knowing who you are in relation to God. Where do you fit into all of this? And that can happen here. And I don't know what it takes for everyone. I don't know if we all get there the same way. But the only answer worth knowing is who are you? And maybe that is revealed in death. Spiritual awakening is very complicated. It's very simple and very complicated. You can't just go to a grain of sand and say, hey, you're pure consciousness pretending to be sand. Didn't you know that? It won't work. It has no faculty to receive the information that you're sending to it. What you have to do is take the sand and make it into something that has eyes and ears and give it life and give it a sense and say, hey, you're somebody, somebody. Yes, yeah, I'm a sand body. Yeah, I'm a sand body. And then you pull the rug out from under it and say, no, you're not a somebody. And you take something that has this ability to say, I am a something, pull the identity from it, and it can still say, what am I? I thought I was something. What am I? And then in that space, there's an opportunity for conscious awareness to be identified, acknowledged, self-realization. So I don't know if that happens in death when there's no body to reflect things. When I haven't seen God or anything like that. I've been to a place where it is all isness. Everything is still and unmade. And so I get the feeling that is what death is. But I don't know about other realms, spirit realms, and whatever else is out there. I haven't been to that. I've just been to the one, that original origin. So, sorry, Mom. I don't really have an answer. But I think when you come to know yourself, you won't need any other answers. None of it matters. None of it matters once you know yourself. The only thing that you want is just to be still and quiet and at rest and to merge with that thing again. At least that's what I want. I hope you all can find some way to surrender peacefully. And when I say surrender, I don't mean surrender to something else or someone else. When you let go, there are some of you who are in bad relationships and you need to let go of the relationship. And then some of you who are in bad relationships and you need to stay in that relationship. And when I had my awakening, it was obvious the path that I needed to take in order to get here. Deep down somewhere you already know if you're supposed to leave or if you're supposed to stay. Some of you have trouble leaving and you need to start leaving and claiming your life and your independence. And some of you have done nothing but claim independence. And you need to be brought in and to learn how to drop that strong ego power of independence and I do what I want and I'm free and I'm totally free, and you have to get yelled at and you have to do someone else's laundry. And guess what? They're not going to put it in the laundry bag. They're going to put it next to the laundry basket. And they're not going to respect you. And you're going to want to leave and you can't leave. So you decide internally your path. You make your own path. And you also follow your own path. It's weird. But don't let anyone else tell you your path, because they don't know. Okay, that's enough.